If you have Cell on your team, you're trying to win the game by any means necessary.
Yes, sir.
Forget casual play.
Yes, sir.
You are a competitive player.
Yep.
Even if Cell is not your favorite villain.
Yes.
You're going to use him because you know you're going to bust somebody's ass with him.
Yep.
People who use Cell know that they're just one scream away from victory. If you play Cell, you're just as conniving in real life as he is in DBZ. If you use Cell, you're one of those dudes who cheated on an open notebook test. Hey, bro. What's the answer to question 24? It's mitochondria. It's in your notes. Let me see your notes. We have the same notes. Let me see them anyway.
What your character choice says about you. Dragon Ball FighterZ Part 1 from Mighty Keith. And then we have all parts here. We have Part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so Keith's videos were during season... Yeah, March. So this was a month after FighterZ came out. No, wait, 2 months. Yes, because FighterZ came out in January. This March. So 2 months after the game came out. So these videos are like season 1, season 2 of FighterZ. April 2018. No, this is all season 1. March. This is April. This is May. Yeah, okay, so this is all season 1. This is season 1. Alright, let's see if what Keith says about the players in season 1 are accurate to what it is right now. Alright, part 1. What your character choice says about you. Part 1.
FighterZ a lot since it's been released, and I cannot help but notice certain patterns in the people who pick certain characters. Hey bro, have you picked up the new Dragon Ball FighterZ game? Of course, I love it. It has some really creative characters to choose from, so I can make my own unique playstyle. Oh yeah? Who do you play? I play Android 16, Cell, and Goku Black.
God. God. Oh, no. Not the 16 Cell combination. Oh, no. That was actually one of the strongest duos in the game at that point. It's actually really strong right now. Just not, the best. But Android 16 Cell is really strong. Goku Black, I feel like a lot of people played Goku Black in Season 1 just because he was, like, one of the cooler characters. But, like, meta-wise, he was not that good. So, like, this is, like, a month or 2 months after the game came out. So, like, nobody knew Goku Black was not that great at the time, so...
The character you choose in this game really does express what kind of person you are. For example, Piccolo. If you have Piccolo on your team, more than likely you start every RPG or single player game in hard mode. You could get the same result by playing the game in easy mode. But damn it, you got something to prove. See, you one of them people who reminded a teacher that homework was due today just so your ass could get an extra A, but everybody else in the class mad as hell. You are one of those people who bring a knife to a gunfight, really expecting to accomplish shit. Not saying you can't win with a knife, but you could literally just pick anything else. I can think of at least 5 other characters in Dragon Ball FighterZ that can do exactly what Piccolo does, or better, who are way easier. If you play Piccolo, you just always like choosing the hard route. That's on you. If your
Honestly, he's kind of spitting. Piccolo is definitely one of the hardest characters in the entire game. Even at this point, with all the buffs he's gotten. In Season 1, Piccolo was not that great. His Oki was, like, top tier, though. He had, like, the best Oki in the game at that point. Because he had Hell Zone. He has the Orbs. It's just that his neutral wasn't that good. And was very, like, team dependent on whether or not you could actually play the damn game. But, like, if Piccolo actually got a hit on you, shit, bro had mix-up for days, bro. So, yeah, it's definitely true. Piccolo players wanted to play on hard mode.
Team consists of all 3 Gokus. You are
Okay, I'm gonna let him finish.
The most basic person in your friends group. You are the play it safe, don't stray away from the formula type of guy. If the speed limit is 45 miles per hour, my nigga, you go exactly 45 miles per hour. You're the type of person that listens to only mainstream music. You always got a C average in school because you didn't want to fuck up too bad, but you also didn't want to overachieve. You wanted to just get that quick 2.5 GPA and bounce. And I know damn well you do not season your food. You have the most bland chicken I have ever tasted. In this hypothetical situation, you probably eat sugar-free cereal. I hate you. If there is a game with a large list of playable characters, you will play the brand name character. You will play the flagship character, and you won't venture off anywhere else. That is the type of person you are if you play Team Goku. Yamcha.
Okay, before you get to... Bro, oh my fucking god. Bro, I shit you not. I shit you not. We make the exact same jokes about two of the people in my friend group. One of them is Boss, who's like a huge Goku fan, and the other one is Dash. And it's because I'm pretty sure in season 1, Dash's team was Blue Goku, Goku Black, and I think Bardock. I think in season 1 it was Goku Blue, Bardock, and Goku Black. And it was the funniest goddamn shit. Cause what the nigga said was true. The bland motherfuckers out there. Oh my god. There's a joke that me and my friends make with Boss, and the fact that like in multiverses he was gonna play Superman, and we just went in on him. He was like, bro, you're like the most bland like person like ever. And like we just kept naming like bland things like vanilla ice cream with like no like extra stuff on top, and like hamburgers without any like condiments or additions. It's just the bun and the fucking beef. And like we just went in roasting this man for like I think it was like a clean hour, and it was the funniest shit ever, dude. All right, Yamcha. What does he have to say about Yamcha? Yamcha in season 1 was actually really good, so we'll see.
Venture off anywhere else. That is the type of person you are if you play Team Goku. Yamcha. Oh boy, where the hell do I begin with this? If you have Yamcha on your squad, you are a living meme. As a kid, you probably sucked at everything you tried. You were talentless. You had no friends. Nothing went right in your life at all. But as an adult, you're shining. The glow up is real. You're successful now. Kinda like how Yamcha was always ass, but now in Dragon Ball FighterZ, he'll beat that ass. If you play Yamcha, more than likely you got your girl stolen from you by a clearly superior nigga. And now all you do is listen to Drake every single day. Just hold on, Yamcha's a bitch. If you play Yamcha, more than likely you got picked last at everything. And you're looking around at the other teammates like, but guys, I can contribute. That is probably the type of person you are if you play Yamcha.
I can contribute. Bro, facts, bro. Yamcha, it was so crazy how good Yamcha was in season 1. Like, he was like the de facto anchor besides Super Saiyan Vegeta. Like, it was him, it was Super Saiyan Vegeta and Yamcha who were like the de facto anchor characters. And I think Goku Black was up there too. But like Goku Black, SSJ, and Yamcha were like the most consistent anchors in the game. And they, at the time, was really good. And it's just like, man. It's like when you think of Yamcha being like this low tier, like, Z Warrior. And then in FighterZ in season 1, he was like one of the best characters in the entire game. It's like, yeah, the glow up was crazy.
Team Gohan. Now, I'm not gonna front like I didn't love Gohan like everybody else growing up, but let's be honest. If you pick Gohan in this game, it's because you relate to people with some serious anger issues. I'm gonna say this right now. Until Buu Saga, Gohan wasn't shit unless he got mad. Almost every other person in the series.
No, he's spitting.
Did not need to get angry in order for them to start beating somebody's ass. Raditz, Gohan got angry, headbutted him, cracked a couple ribs. Garlic Jr., Gohan couldn't handle his anger issues. He got mad, sent an immortal guy to the dead zone that the immortal guy created. Ain't that some shit? Frieza.
Yeah, Garlic Jr. was not smart at all.
Second form. Gohan put a hurting on him at one time. because he got angry. Think about it for a second. Gohan is half Saiyan, half human, and he's the first ever to correctly surpass a form that was supposed to be this legendary, unstoppable form of the whole Saiyan race. And all he...
That's not technically true, because Vegeta and Trunks discovered Grade 2 and Grade 3, which are improvements of the base Super Saiyan form, but I get what he's trying to say.
He did to achieve it was to get extremely angry against a green bug creature with a perfect jawline. If you play Team Gohan, you either have or you are okay with people who have anger issues. If you play Android 16...
Oh no.
You're a terrible human being. You probably eat children. You sick fuck. You the type of nigga who bullied the freshmen just because you were a senior. If I had money in my pockets right now, your ass would probably rob me, you piece of shit. You are the complete opposite of the Piccolo players. You start every game in easy mode, you go every route you can that has no obstacles at all. If the task requires any thought process at all, you like, oh hell no. You probably played Meta Knight in Brawl. I know you. You probably played Phoenix in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
True.
I ain't talking about Ultimate, I'm talking about regular. I know for sure you played either Zangief or Sagat in Vanilla Street Fighter 4. You did. I know you did. And to top it all off, I bet you cheated on every girl you were with, you dumb piece of shit. Bruh. Don't you use Android 16?
Hey, call out?
That's all I got for today, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed the video and you want me to continue the roster in other videos, go ahead and leave a like or a comment.
Alright, that was a good one. That was a good one. So he went over Piccolo, Yamcha, Teen Gohan, Android 16. Honestly, they were all pretty accurate, in my opinion. Outside of maybe like the Gohan roast. I feel like Gohan players are like similar to like Piccolo players, where they want to play the game on hard mode. Because Teen Gohan is a rather difficult character to use overall. But yeah, that was a funny video. That was good. I'm really curious on like what he says about the other characters. Alright, I'm gonna put the link in chat. Make sure you give Mighty Keith a like and subscribe. Actually, I'm gonna like part 1. Hopefully I like part 2 as well. Alright, part 2. What does your character choice says about you? Part 2. This is still in season 1, by the way.
Through tons of games, whether it's glorious triumphs or crushing defeats, one thing is painfully clear. If you use Cell, you ain't shit.
Bro, if this was made 2 patches ago, this would still be true. This would still be true.
If you have Cell on your team, you're trying to win the game by any means necessary.
Yes, sir.
Forget casual play.
Yes, sir.
You are a competitive player.
Yep.
Even if Cell is not your favorite villain.
Yes.
You're going to use him because you know you're going to bust somebody's ass with him.
Yep.
People who use Cell know that they're just one scream away from victory. If you play Cell, you're just as conniving in real life as he is in DBZ. If you use Cell, you're one of those dudes who cheated on an open notebook test. Hey, bro. What's the answer to question 24? It's mitochondria. It's in your notes. Let me see your notes. We have the same notes. Let me see them anyway. You just want to copy everybody like Cell copied those damn techniques. Vegeta. If you...
Okay, before he gets on to Vegeta, bro, like I said, if this was made 2 patches ago, when Cell was the de facto best character in the game and it wasn't close, yeah, this would be so true. Now Cell is actually, he's still like top 10 in my opinion. He's like in the top 10. But yeah. All right, Vegeta.
Just want to copy everybody.
I wonder if this is before or after he got his A-assist nerfs.
Cell copied those damn techniques. Vegeta. If you play Vegeta, your favorite character in every single anime is always the edgelord. You find the most badass, brooding edgelord character and you stick with him. Naruto? You probably loved Itachi. Yu Yu Hakusho? I mean, do I need to say it? You watch Cowboy Bebop? Your favorite character was Spike. everyone's favorite character was Spike. That's besides the
Damn.
point. Yo, if there is a social gathering, I will always find yo ass in the corner, mean mugging the entire game. If you play Vegeta, 7 hours out of your day are probably spent brooding. Shame on you if you play Vegeta,
Damn.
because the time that you're not spent brooding, you're using to steal the girlfriends of inferior niggas. Adult?
Okay, as a Vegeta main in season 1, in my situation, that's not true. I don't think a lot of my favorite characters are the edgy type characters, on average. But yeah, that's pretty funny though. That's pretty funny. All right, Adult Gohan, season 1 Adult Gohan. He wasn't the best character, but he was actually pretty okay. He was okay.
Gohan. Just like the Teen Gohan users, you have a bit of a temper, but it's not as bad as the Teen Gohan users. You've kind of mellowed out. If you play Adult Gohan, then you like making people rage quit because they have to stay in block stun for 45 seconds until they can start playing the game.
Yup.
If you like Adult Gohan, more than likely your ancestors were slave owners.
Hey, yo.
You love oppression. So you
Damn.
stay in this corner and you gonna like it. If you play Adult Gohan, you probably have a stepfather.
Oh shit! I was not ready for that joke. Holy shit! Okay, that caught me off guard. Holy fuck!
More of a father than your actual father. All Kid Buu players have ADHD. Let's just go ahead and get that out.
Okay, yeah, true.
Kid Buu players want to throw out a move without any repercussions.
True.
You probably pick the safest character in every game. Don't matter if the character is trash or if the character is good. If that character can't really get punished easily, you picking that character. You probably had detention every day in high school. You are one of the kids that screamed at their parents. Kid Buu players are those type of kids that would hold magnifying glasses over anthills so that the sun could burn them all alive. I don't really know if that's a real thing or if that can happen, but if it can, science is cool. Android 21.
Okay. I'm really glad I paused it right here because I have my thoughts on Android 21 players, but we'll see what Keith says and see if it matches what I'm thinking. You're waiting for Trunks? I'm trying to think what would be the Trunks stereotype in season 1, because season 1 Trunks was, I want to say he was like average. I don't think he was low tier. I think he was pretty average at the time, like kind of in that weird middle ground where he was like, yeah, he plays well, but like a lot of his mechanics just don't work because of like how like the game is structured. So I don't even know what I guess it was like similar to like the Piccolo players where like Trunks fans intentionally pick hard shit when they can literally like pick SSJ Goku or Vegeta and do the exact same thing for less effort. Alright, but anyway, Android 21, here we go.
My God. You are dedicated to your waifu.
Yep.
You sat there through a painful and boring 7-hour single-player mode.
Nah, bro. Don't. Okay, alright, Keith. This is the first time I'm gonna be like, bro, nah. I like the story mode in Fighters. Am I alone in that? Why does it feel like I'm the only person that actually likes the story mode in Fighters? Like, am I alone on this hill? Like, it can't be like only just me that likes the story mode. There's just no fucking way. Like, there can actually be no way that I'm the only motherfucker on the internet that likes the story mode. God damn it.
Just to obtain the waifu. And I commend you for it. Partly because I did the same thing. Everyone pretty much did the same thing. It sucked.
I mean, you can buy her. She's only like $2 on the store. Even in season 1, you could buy her. You just pay $2 and get her automatically. You didn't have to play story mode. You could also do that with the blue characters as well. I'm pretty sure you can get both the blue characters for like, what was like $4? I think $4 for both characters, plus their lobby avatars.
I know. If you play Android 21, more than likely the walls in your room are littered with posters of anime women. You're the type of guy who always has to hide his anime pillows when company comes over.
The anime pillows? Yo! Holy shit. Nah, bro, he spit on that one. Bro, I bet you got like a Hatsune Miku fucking pillow, and then you got like a Sailor Moon pillow, and then you got that Android 21 pillow. It's like that's the trifecta. Sailor Moon, Hatsune Miku, and Android 21. That's the trio right there. Yeah, no, bro, the story was cool, but the mode sucked. Uh yeah, I mean I like the board system. Uh I like the idea of like maneuvering a board to like obtain like fight enemies and gain experience and stuff. I just wish there like was more to do, cuz like the only thing you could do is fight people. There weren't like specific like trials or anything. Like you had to beat this enemy in like 20 seconds, or you only have like half health. Like there wasn't like really any uniqueness in the battles themselves, I think. That's the main problem with the story mode. It's like there's no uniqueness like in the actual fights themselves. But I think the board itself was actually was really fun. Cause like you realistically you could skip like to the end of the chapter by just like like skipping all the enemies, or you could like fight all the CPUs and gain tons of experience, and then by the time you get to the boss, like it's like easy pickings. It's like you could like yeah you had choices, but I wish they did more with it. But yeah, anime pillows, dude.
You probably follow every single cosplayer that has done an Android 21 cosplay. Since
Bruh.
Android 21's announcement, you've been saving up money to create your own sex doll that looks just like that, and now you're waiting for the mail to arrive.
Oh no.
I'll be right back. You are a disgusting human being. Last but not least, if you have Android 21 on your squad, it is because you are heavily invested in the Dragon Ball Z lore and you couldn't wait to sink your teeth into something new. Something that provided a great diversity in character selection. Whether she's an android or whether she's a Majin, she brought to the table something that very few could. Or maybe you just love big titties on pink women. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or that.
True. Big titties on pink women. That's all it comes down to. Nah, but on a serious note, I think Android 21's inclusion was honestly one of the best decisions for like modern Dragon Ball, because like she adds a lot of backstory and lore towards like Dr. Gero and like the androids and stuff like that. I just wish they did more with her character like in other games. Outside of FighterZ, because FighterZ was like a really good starting point, but like all the other games that she appeared in, like she's basically just the DLC character. There's nothing really else to go into, like how she was created, or like how did she meet Dr. Gero, or like what was it like with like 16, like human 16, like what was like their relationship. Like there was a lot of stuff they could do with 21, but now that we're probably not gonna get a FighterZ 2, like 21's story is probably never gonna be expanded upon. You thought the board sucked? I mean, I could definitely see that perspective, but the boards themselves weren't even that big though, honestly. But I can see why people wouldn't be a fan of the board themselves. Titties are cool. Hell yeah, titties are cool. Alright, that was part 2. Once again, pretty fairly accurate, except for maybe the Vegeta one, because I'm a Vegeta main during season 1, and I don't like, on average, I don't like edgelords that much, so, you know. Alright, I'll put the link to part 2 in the chat. Be sure to like and subscribe to his video and channel. Alright, let's go into part 3. It's still season 1. So let's see who he talks about. Trunks might actually be in this one. Thank you everyone for making it this far into the video. Just gonna take a quick break to do some shoutouts. First, shoutouts to my friends' channels. Please consider checking them out, as they provide a variety of content, so at least one of them will have something that you'll enjoy. Second, if you live near the York, PA area, please head down to Ready Up Gaming Lounge. It's a place where gamers from every genre can come together and play in a comfortable and chill environment. They are open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day and hold dedicated events every week. For my channel's interest, they run Fighting Fridays, where for $5.30, you can play a multitude of fighting games with various players. They have big games like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but they also have niche games like Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty Gear Strive, Rivals of Ether 2, and more. Finally, shout out to all my supporters on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You guys really make doing content fun and worth pursuing. Alright, back to the video.
I don't live with my mom, but if I did, I'd tell on all of you. That's right. I'd snitch on all of you, because you're bad people.
Damn.
You're horrible, horrendous people.
Damn, bro.
I don't even know why you play this game.
Oh no.
I'm talking about you hit players. But before I get into ripping you guys a new one, I want to give a special thanks to War Robots for sponsoring today's video.
War Robots is a cool tactical 6v6 multiplayer warfare
Alright,
game.
this video is like 5 years old, so this sponsor probably doesn't matter, so we can just skip this. But fucking hit players, I don't even remember what hit was like in season 1. I'm gonna be for real. I can't remember if he was bad or like average or good. I don't remember how good he was.
Your motives are to suck the life out of your opponents while they guess which side you're gonna hit them on. I played time and time again against hit players online, blocking left when they're actually hitting me right, blocking right when they're actually hitting me left, blocking perfectly, and then they use a move that's unblockable. I mean, it's getting tiresome. And you guys enjoy it. You guys enjoy creating this chaos, and that's messed up. You thrive off of making someone else's life miserable.
Bro, true.
God. What did you put in this? It's delicious. I'm glad you like it, man. I just put some onions in it, some refried beans, avocado. Avocado? Avocado. I'm allergic to avocado. I know. Go Tanks. This.
Okay, so Hit was average at the time. Yeah, I don't think Hit was that. I don't think he was bad during that time. Because Neutral and Dragon Ball wasn't really refined in season 1. It was very basic. So Hit could thrive on like characters and players not being good at Neutral, because that's what like he's really good at. Nowadays Hit struggles like crazy because all the characters have like really good special moves in Neutral and stuff. Like Key Blasts are a lot stronger, and like Hit Hit just has a hard time dealing with it. But yeah, I think Hit was overall pretty good, pretty average, mid-tier. All right, Go Tanks. This was before like the Go Tanks renaissance in season 3. Yeah, this is season 1. Season 1 and season 2 Go Tanks was pretty hit or miss depending on like who you was. But season 3 Go Tanks is the strongest Go Tanks has ever been. So I'm very curious on like what season 1 Go Tanks. Hit has never been bad, just average. I don't agree on that. I don't agree. There was definitely several metas where he was the de facto worst character. And it wasn't close in most cases. Like I think now I would still put Hit in bottom 5, but that doesn't mean he's a bad character. Like Hit can definitely fuck you up. It's just that like my man's cannot jump. If he jumps, he dies. Like you cannot jump when you play Hit at all. You just don't have any options. And like his damage and meter is lower on average than a lot of characters in the cast. So he can mix your shit and he has tons of invincibility, but he's not going to hit you hard on average. And his meter gain got nerfed, so he doesn't build meter effectively. So I think Hit... I don't agree with Hit's never been bad, but I think overall Hit has been like mid-tier for like the majority of his lifespan. But there were definitely some metas where he was like the worst, if not like top like worst 3. There were definitely some metas that were like that, just because Neutral is very hard for Hit to deal with. You know.
This is crazy, because most of y'all didn't even show up until after Sonic Fox started playing this character.
Not true. No. He's spitting. No. Dude, every time, I shit you not, every time Sonic Fox picked up a character in Dragon Ball and he won a tournament or he won like a big event, literally everybody started copy and pasting his team or like the main character of that team. I remember when he played Zamasu during Evo and everybody was saying, "Oh my god, Zamasu is so top tier." And it was like, bro, Zamasu is not even that good. Like, Zamasu was a throw pick. If I'm gonna be honest, during that time, that was like during season 2. And it's like, Zamasu was not that good. I think he was playing... Was he playing base Vegeta at that time? I can't remember. But yeah, like literally every time Sonic Fox played like a character or a team, like people would just copy and pasted it.
But for those who are the die-hard day one Gotenks fans, or maybe you just like him because he's awesome, I respect that. I respect you, because he's not the easiest character. You know,
True.
He takes some execution.
Yeah,
his normal stuff doesn't do enough damage, so you do have to improvise. You do have to get creative. So you know, I respect that. I like that.
Yeah, this was in season 1. In season 3 and beyond, he has crazy damage, crazy meter gain, crazy team synergy, crazy Oki. Gotenks is like nearly perfect in season 3 and beyond. So yeah, this is season 1, vastly different.
That about y'all. But what I don't like is getting turned into a volleyball and getting chucked around for a while and then slammed to the ground, you son of a... But tell me why every Gotenks player I know is rambunctious. I swear, y'all probably eat like 500 grams of sugar a day. I know
that's definitely
Gotenks
true.
Players who are hyperactive. I don't know any of them that are calmed down. It is kind of crazy
that
they all choose Gotenks.
Yep.
You're like the Vegeta players who think they know what they're doing at all times. Okay, that's a Gotenks player. Those are Gotenks players.
I agree.
Speaking of Gotenks, you can't really have Gotenks without Trunks. Trunks, ladies and gentlemen.
Hit. Not hit. Fucking noob. I don't know why I was saying hit. Noob, it's your boy Trunks. Listen up. It's your boy Trunks. Here we go.
Speaking of Gotenks, you can't really have Gotenks without Trunks. Trunks, ladies and gentlemen, the hero from the future, the man with incredible daddy issues, and the guy whose future is always getting screwed up by something. You would think, him being so strong, he could protect his future at least once. I mean, androids. Gone. He had to come back to the past just to beat those things. And now Goku Black, this is crazy. Someone needs to go and supervise over there. Just like somebody needs to supervise these Trunks players. Trunks players, like Gohan players, probably didn't have the greatest father. Father, will you finally accept me as your son?
You're still trash.
At least your dad was in your life. Trunks always wanted validation from his father, and Trunks players always want validation from the crowds. That's why they use a character with all these flashy ass combos, doing backflips, front flips, key blasts while you're doing the front flip in the corner, and all this craziness. You know what? Go join an acrobatics team, all right? Get the hell off this game if you want to do all that.
Bro, that's why they created the flip license. They want validation. If you don't have the Trunks flip license, then you're not a Trunks player, dude.
Jumping around, please. They could have the shittiest neutrals. It does not matter. As long as those combos are clean, they feel like they did a good job. If block strings are trash, but their combos are good, they feel good about themselves. If Trunks players are on the brink of getting perfected by their opponent, but they got one flashy ass combo off, they feel accomplished. So it's sad. I'm just
Yo!
gonna have to go ahead and say it. These Goku Black players need to go.
Okay, he's going into Goku Black. Bro, oh my god. Nah, bro. I definitely felt that. I'm not a Trunks main, but when I did pick up Trunks, I think it was like last year. I definitely felt that. Even though like I was not good at Trunks, if I hit them with like the 6 key loops in the corner, I felt like I was like, oh yeah, I'm so good at Trunks. Or I hit them with like the basic like left right mix up from level 3 from EX Flip. I thought I was the shit. I was like, oh yeah, I'm so good at Trunks. Even though like my entire team just got wiped out. Nah, bro, I'm not even a Trunks main and I felt that before. Fuck yeah, I don't have a good father. Oh shit. Holy shit. Nah, bro. I'm not even a Trunks main and I from experience I know what that's like. Alright, Goku Black, Kiryu.
But I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say it. These Goku Black players need to go. There is no reason why his 2H should hit me full screen. Okay? That's a bit of an exaggeration, but damn it, that move is good. If you like Goku Black, you just love characters who excel in almost any situation.
This is season 1. This is season 1 Goku Black. The turntables. The turntables. This wasn't that far into season 1 too. Like halfway through season 1, everybody was like, yeah, Goku Black isn't that great. It was like halfway through season 1 going into season 2 where people were like, Goku Black's kind of but this early season 1 here. I'll let him cook. I'll let him cook.
Of a time where Goku Black is in a bad situation. You want a character with a good neutral? Shit, you got him. You want good normals? Shit, you got it. You want to do supers in the air? You can do that. You want to do supers while you're grounded? You can do that. You need a teleport to mix up your opponent? Here, you got it. You want to dye your hair pink to look super rosé? Boy, that's just crazy. If Android 16 players are the bullies at schools beating up kids, Goku Black players are the ones that go and steal the shoes off the kids that are getting bullied. And thank God, true justice is about to be served because Dragon Ball FighterZ is about to have a huge balance patch and Goku Black players be like, oh, my tournament prize money. Oh. I don't really know how to put this. So I'm just gonna flat out say it. Beerus players are a bunch of furries. But there's nothing wrong with being a furry, you know, everyone has their own little...
I think Beerus was actually garbage during that time. I think the only thing that was good about Beerus during season 1 was like he had infinites in the corner and then they patched it out. Outside of that, I don't think Beerus was like, I think he was the worst character in the game at that time. Like it was him and Krillin who were like the worst.
Guilty pleasure.
From my memory.
I don't know if I can do that.
Oh no, not the lotion.
Beerus players love setting up obstacle courses for their opponents to get around. Okay, if you're a Beerus player, you more than likely play a zone-heavy character in every game that you play.
Not sure. That's actually
Beerus
true.
is getting buffed in this next patch that's coming up.
Yep.
So you had the opposite reaction that Goku Black players had. Because even though Beerus is fun, he is a little meh. You know, he could be better. He's not as good as he could be. So I'm sure he's getting buffed. The amount of furryism that's going to come. I have a feeling Namco Bandai is gonna buff Beerus to the point where he is top tier.
Sadly, that did not happen.
And furries will reign supreme once again. But that's all I got for you guys today. I will be continuing this series.
Alright, so that was part 3. Yeah, I would say that was actually really accurate. Especially the Trunks and the Goku Black players. That was like the funniest shit. It was the funniest shit to me. Alright, that was part 3. I will put the link in chat. Alright, that was part 3. This is part 4, the last part in the series, I think. This is part 1. No, that's a different... Yeah, so this is the last one. And this was in May of 2018. So I think this was like after like the first big balance patch for fighters in season 1. Alright, here we go. Part 4.
Welcome to the Keef Crew. This video is sponsored by Swagbucks. I hope you guys enjoyed my announcer voice.
Skip ahead.
Hope you've been doing all right. By the time you see this, more than likely it's gonna be past my birthday. Or it might be on my birthday. I'm not sure when I'm gonna upload this video, but it's sometime soon. But with my birthday comes another year older, comes another year wiser, okay? And in my wisdom, I've come to the great conclusion that I hate Brawly players. And it's not like he's
true. Bro, Broly was so bad but so annoying.
too hard to deal with. I'm just tired of getting slammed into the corner whenever I try to approach in neutral. Brawly players love knowing that at any point in time they can stuff out their opponent's attacks with their 1 million frame armor moves. I just want to play the game without getting slammed into the corner and now having to fend for my life to see if I'm gonna get grabbed, or if he's gonna throw this green plasma at me, or if I'm gonna get hit with this level 3. I wanna live. Can I just live? You
Nope.
and the Android 16 players need to go sit down somewhere and talk about how much you hate Goku and leave the rest of us the hell alone. When I was first introduced to Frieza in Dragon Ball Z, I think it was Ocean Dub, I was confused as to what gender the character was. Just like I'm confused why I haven't blocked all you Frieza players from my life.
Damn.
Every time I'm at the loading screen and I see that I'm about to fight a Frieza player, I sit there and I just ask myself, do I really want to be this annoyed today? Do I really want to chase around this character as he throws these little pizza boomerang discs back and forth and puts me in these little energy balls and does all this craziness and spams 2H? Do I really want to put myself through this? Frieza players are the worst zoners to lose to, because you know in the back of your head that they're thinking and judging you with this condescending grin.
Facts.
Ah, yes, it looks as though your puny Homo sapien mind cannot fathom the perplexities of the trajectories of my
Bro, if he did this video years later when Baby came out, this would be the exact same thing I would say about Baby players.
projectiles. My mama, what? I agree, the character could use a buff or two, but he's still not fun to play against. Let's just get that out. He's still not fun to play against. Looks like his DLC.
But fighting games are too aggressive. You know, where's all the defensive zoning characters and playstyles? Why isn't that viable? Why doesn't that not appear in modern fighting games, guys? What happened to neutral? Guys, neutral, zoning, defense, what happened, guys? There's too much aggression. There's too much aggression, guys. No, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna that video rubbed me the wrong way, I'm sorry.
Day, because Lord, as if this game needed another incredibly strong, can be utilized on any team, Goku looking ass fool. Here
Bardock.
comes Papa Goku to save
Yup,
the day.
Bardock.
Now, when I first picked up that character, like everybody did on DLC day, I was like, wow, level 3s in the air and the ground, great normals, amazing damage. This character's great. I love this character. Until people started using him against me.
Yup.
Now I hate this character. See, Bardock players are the players who didn't want to be basic enough and go to Goku, but they also didn't want to sell their soul and go to Goku Black in the top tiers. So what they did was they went to Bardock, who's basically knocking on the door of top tier like, hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm next. Goku's good.
Oh no, he doesn't know. He doesn't know Bardock was the de facto best character at that time. Oh no.
But I need somebody better. And I don't want to go to Goku Black or people will castrate me.
This had to have been like just when Bardock came out. This had to have been like right after Bardock's release.
Captain Ginyu players are the living embodiment of cheese playstyle.
Yes,
if
sir.
You play Captain Ginyu, you probably play every type of wacky, gimmicky character in any fighting game.
Yup.
You have to. Okay, and usually those characters end up being on the lower side. They usually do. But you play them for the sole fact
Then you can cheese the fuck out of
that
them.
Beautiful feeling. I'm just from personal experience. I'm not gonna lie. That beautiful feeling of going against maybe a big name guy, a big name player in the community, and just straight bodying him because he has no knowledge
Yup.
of the matchup and no knowledge of any of the gimmicks you throw at him. He's one of those guys who loses in the first 3, but if you give him 10 matches, he'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you live for.
Yo, what the hell? Bro,
Hey,
you're
yo,
using
somebody
Cell,
come look
Adult
at- somebody
Pokemon,
come
and
look at
Goku
him.
Black.
Somebody
This
come
is
look at
ridiculous.
this.
Can
No,
you?
somebody look
Yo,
at
I
this
thought you
man.
said
Look at his
Goku
face.
from
Look
your
at what
reasons,
happened. You lost
This
to
is
him.
embarrassing.
You lost to Captain Ginyu playing Cell, Bardock, and Super Saiyan Vegeta. What are you? No, that's definitely that type of energy.
I know this stuff was possible.
Are you kidding?
Going against a wacky Captain Ginyu and not knowing anything about the matchup or what the character can really do sucks. Going against characters like that sucks. And that's the reason why a lot of people play Captain Ginyu. Because he's not that good of a character, but if you don't know what to do against him, he starts to become a good character.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's just how
Yeah,
Captain Ginyu players are. And finally, we got the main man, Chrome Dome Krillin. He's got a
Okay. As a Krillin main, I'm very curious on where he's gonna take this, because he can either say this character is so annoying I can't catch him because he's so damn small, or he can be like, yo, you Krillin players are like sticking it out for like the short guys, you know, you're playing the low tiers. Like, I'm very curious on like where he's gonna go with this, because Krillin was the worst character for a long time in Fighters. So we'll see.
bald head. My man Krillin cannot catch a break, man. Not in the anime and not in the game. How you get buffed and you're still trash? They buffed him in the latest patch. And he literally went from like bottom 3 to bottom 4. They didn't. Why? What was the point? But that's why I respect you, Krillin players. Because to be honest, if I played the character and then saw this shit,
What is that?
oh no,
Oh no.
I'm chucking the deuces on him like Marin did. Because I'm not playing him. It's funny, but it's not funny. But it is funny. But again,
You know what's funny though? I'm pretty sure Solar Flare was frame 4 at the time, because I think it's been frame 4 ever since like season 2 and beyond, and I think that's been the same in season 1 as well. So like a lot of players were trying to use 2H for an anti-air, even though Solar Flare was literally a frame 4, which I think is faster than most 2Hs. I think 2Hs are frame 9 invo. I think they're frame 9. I think. So yeah. Me when gimmicks are good, like Lil Wayne at first was considered bottom 5. Now he's mid to high. Now he's mid. Nah, it's definitely worse when the gimmick characters are good. It's definitely worse. Like I feel like there's no shame in losing to a gimmick character on average, especially if they're like low tier, because like most people don't know. But if they're good, it feels so bad, because not only do you not know the matchup, but the matchup itself is good. Like, it actually works. Like, it's actually a functionable, like, viable option to, like, do this gimmicky shit. Oh, damn.
and this shit right here, that's not funny. Who decided this was okay? Who consciously saw this and said, you know what? This is fine. Publish the game. Why? Buff Krillin, please, man. Krillin players, you guys have my respect, because it's hard liking the bad characters. It's hard. It is very hard, you know. So I feel like Krillin players are the ones to stick it out. Similar to the Piccolo players, but the Piccolo players, they choose the hard mode, but at least their character is somewhat decent. Krillin players choose the hard mode with
the trash character.
no reward. The mountain is it's a continuous climb for Krillin players.
Yeah.
Piccolo players, it's at least, I got some stuff. Krillin, though, it's just like, like I said, y'all are great in my book. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed.
Damn, he didn't go over Nappa. Well, Nappa wasn't that good either way. Let me think of what characters did he not go over. He didn't talk about Nappa. He didn't talk about Android 18. This is season 1. And I believe this came out like right after Bardock and Z Broly. So he didn't talk about Nappa, Android 18, the blue characters, I think that's it. I think he talked about everybody else. Yeah, I think that's everyone. When they're good, but no one plays them, it's the worst matchup knowledge check. True! Oh my god, bro. Dude, that's so... Yeah, when they're good, but nobody plays them. Yeah. Dude, noob, that's literally what happened with Nappa. Like, Nappa was, like, low-key, like, super good for, like, a really long time. But, like, nobody played him. So everybody thought he was trash. And then they giga buffed Nappa. So, like, now he's, like, top 5. I think in the last patch, he was, like, top 2 with Cell. But now I think he's, like, top 5. So, like, he's a little bit worse. Because the fusions in Android 17 got buffed. But he's still a top tier character. It's just like, bro, nobody plays Nappa. So they just keep buffing this fucking nigga, bro. Like, leave him alone. Alright. And put the link in chat. Make sure you give Mighty Keef a subscribe and a like on the video. We're actually breezing quite fast through these videos. We still got a little bit of a way to go. We're like halfway through.